I created Species Nutrition with one mission in mind: to provide bodybuilders and serious athletes with no-nonsense supplements that work. I put my name and reputation on every bottle of Species Nutrition products. If you want to be your absolute best, join the evolution.
What is up? Welcome back. It's the Midday Muscle. Well, here's to everyone having a fun and, of course, fireworks safe 4th of July. Fireworks safety, everyone. That's why I'm here. But before you get out there to the festivities, let's get this one update for you from the allegedly undisputed king of classic physique, Chris Bumstead. He looks like he's still plugging and chugging along on the way to his upcoming title defense in the fall. And as we've seen over these last few weeks, there's a lot of excitement surrounding some of the movers and shakers who are trying to work their way up the ladder this fall to challenge Chris. But this dude's been in such a zen-like state throughout the entire process, it doesn't seem like he's fazed by any of it. He's been through more wars, more tests, and more obstacles than any of the other top contenders during this title run. So once those lights come on and the bullets start flying, metaphorically hopefully, his ability to keep himself composed in the line fire might end up being the thing that separates him from everyone else in the end. We've also got a little surprise update from your former Olympian champ, Brennan, who by all accounts is still rolling full speed ahead into the fall, looking to remind everyone that he still deserves to be mentioned as one of the best in the business. To some extent, Brandon's kind of become a forgotten man in a lot of the conversations that we've heard about potential title contenders this year, which may be coming in some part due to a little bodybuilding recency bias. But it also might just be because he doesn't make himself as visible as some of these other guys during the off-season. At the end of the day, he did win the Arnold last year, and finished 4th at the Olympia, which means that he's still easily capable of beating anyone in the world on any given night. And if he rolls into the O this year ready to go at his all-time best, he absolutely has a chance to be right there in the mix at the end of the prejudging. Now, speaking of recency bias, why don't we talk for a moment about Derek? Because in order for Brennan to jump the proverbial line, he's going to have to go through Derek, which isn't going to be an easy job by any stretch of the imagination. And now that he's had a full year to focus on being an open bodybuilder, there's probably a solid argument to be had for him being the most improved athlete out of anyone on the Olympia stage. And I think that what we saw from him when he guest posed at the Pittsburgh Pro a couple of months ago bears that out. He may have the highest ceiling out of any of the names that you want to include in the top group right now. Because if he shows up and goes full 1998 Ronnie Coleman on everyone, it's not going to matter what Brandon or anyone else does, because he could end up pulling away early and then never looking back. And finally for you today, we're checking in on our old friend James Hollingshead, who continues to just blow your mind with the stuff that we're seeing from him in the extended off-season. Outside of the fact that he looks like he's already put on a ton of quality muscle despite us only being in the early part of July, which is kind of ridiculous in and of itself, the way that he's doing it by throwing around insanely heavy weights on a daily basis is also hard to wrap your head around. So much of what he does make him feel like a throwback to another era. The look that he brings to the stage is so unique, in large part because of the way that he trains. So, whenever he does decide to shift gears again at some point next season, everyone better be on high alert, because his best is going to be good enough to give anyone in bodybuilding all they can handle. And that will do it! We're keeping this thing flowing. Midday Muscle, baby. See you tomorrow.